We don't think we need good news. We think we need good advice. We don't need the gospel. We just need 10 ways to have a happy life and 5 ways to reduce stress. Because that's our problem. We don't believe this. And this is why we hear preachers say it all the time. There's a guy down my way, down in Houston, Smiling Joel. Smiling Joel says, sinners don't need to be told they're sinners. They know they're sinners. No, they don't. They don't. They don't. They look at the guy on the news who hacked somebody up and they say, that's a sinner, not me. They don't sin, they make mistakes. You sin, but they don't. They make bad choices. They have bad patches. They have bad habits, but they're not sinners. They're not individuals who pursue their own fleshly desires at the expense of everyone and anything else, unless they can be helped in their fleshly desires. They're not sinners who are under the influence of this world because this world is giving them exactly what they want, which is not God. They're not sinners who are under the influence of the prince of the power of the air because they love the prince of the power of the air. They're just people who sometimes make mistakes. The Bible says that they're children of wrath. And so are we. If you understand that you're a child of wrath, you understand that you don't need good advice. You need good news. Because there is no good news in this. This is all bad. There's no hope whatsoever. I'm dead, and I'm under the influence of this world that opposes God, and the prince of the power of the air who opposes God. And what's worse, my flesh, my body, my mind, they like it and they want it and they don't want God. And I'm an enemy of God and I deserve God's wrath. I love to ask people, even if you know you need to be saved, you know what you need to be saved from? God. You need to be saved from the wrath of God. This holy and righteous and just God. But God, being rich in mercy because of the great love with which he loved us, even when we were dead in our trespasses, made us alive together with Christ. By grace we've been saved. There's no room there. There's no room there. There's nothing there. There's nothing God saw in you. It's just not there. There's nothing in you that rose up above the rest. It's just not there. The answer is, but God. You're dead. I don't care how many times you've heard the illustration. You're sinking, you're drowning, you're about to go down for the last time, and God throws you the life preserver, but you got to grab it. Dead men don't grab. You were not almost dead. You were not nearly dead. You're dead. Which means that the only hope is the grace of God. But watch what happens. You were dead and now you get life. God made us alive together with Christ. You were dead, but now you're alive together with Christ. This is important. This is the doctrine of regeneration. This is God making us alive. This is God making us born again. And no matter how many times we hear out there in popular evangelicalism that we sort of born ourselves again, you can no more born yourself again than you born yourself the first time. Being born again is an act of God. Being born again is a supernatural act. Being born again is something that you don't ask for, you don't have sense enough to ask for, you're dead. God does this. And it's by his grace that he does this. And it's for his glory that he does this. It is because of Christ that he does this. And it is by grace alone.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Zetos. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Z Thomas. Today, I want to preach about dead men don't grab. The title is Dead Men Cannot Give Life. Dead men cannot grab. People, we believe that dead men grab. We believe that dead men grab. Let me tell you, dead men don't grab. Dead men don't grab. We believe that sinners grab the lifeline because they are sinners. They can't grab the lifeline. They just dead. Dead men don't grab. They can't grab the lifeline. They just dead. They can't grab nothing. We think sinners supposed to ask Jesus for forgiveness of sin. We think sinners supposed to say, Lord, forgive me. I'm a sinner. No, they don't grab. They don't know what you are preaching about. When you preach about Jesus Christ, they don't know when you talk about you need to turn from your wicked ways. They don't know that. They just dead. And dead men don't grab because they don't have grace on their life. Grace on their life is not true. No man have grace on their life. I don't care how good you do. All man righteousness is nothing but filthy rags. Every man righteousness is filthy rags. Nobody is better than enough. Nobody righteous than enough. Self-righteous thought is most Christian got. Most Christians believe in self-righteousness. That a man supposed to have grace on his life. He supposed to have knowledge of God. He supposed to know God. He supposed to have knowledge. He supposed to understand what you preaching about. He don't know nothing. Dead men don't know nothing. Do you ever see a dead cross? A dead body grabbing to life? No. You see a dead man waving his hand? No. So the same thing about men in sin. People in sin don't grab. Men in sin don't grab the lifeline. They just dead. Dead men don't grab. But by the grace of God, and by the salvation of God, and by his mercy, we are saved. It's not by our mercy and not by our grace, and no grace on our life that got us saved, but only Jesus. Jesus is the only one that saves us. He's the only one that changes. He's the only one that changed our life. He changed our life, not by our power, not by our holiness, but by Jesus Christ alone, the one that saves us. It's not ourselves, but the gift of God. That we know any man shall not boast about this gift, but only Jesus Christ is the one that saves us. Only Jesus Christ is delivers. Dead men don't grab. By the faith, we are saved through faith. How could you be saved through faith except Jesus Christ gave you faith? How could you be saved through faith and grace and mercy except Jesus Christ done it? Dead men don't grab. Let me tell you, if dead men grab, I'm going to ask you, can dead men grab? No. Sometimes we go to different places. I was traveling with my brother, a brother in the church, and this man asked him, what church you go to? He asked him, what church you go to? Because he was dead. We look at his dead state. He was having tattoos on his body. He had tattoos on his body. He looked like a thug. He looked like a drug head. He looked like a crackhead, a drug head. But he is dead. He is a drug head. He is all this. But Jesus come to save him. Jesus come to save him. He come to change his life. And we didn't give him the lifeline. He asked what church you go to. But we didn't give him a lifeline. We didn't give him a lifeline. He asked what church you go to. And we didn't give him a lifeline. Let me tell you. When dead men ask, you must not look at his outward. You must look in his heart. His heart asking what church you go to. You look at a man outward, so you judge by his outward, but God judged by the heart. God judged men by the heart. He don't judge the outward. He judged by the heart of man. He don't judge the outward like we do. We judge the outward. We see a man that look clean. We want, if he's asked what church you go to, you say yes. Oh yeah, what church you go to? You would answer him. But when a man that with tattoos and all this, you're not gonna say what church he go to. You not gonna answer him. You just gonna say nothing. The brother didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing to the bro. He didn't say nothing. He didn't give him an answer. He didn't give the bro no answer. He didn't give him no answer. I was so surprised. The man asked what church you go to, and he didn't give him no answer. He just looked like that. He just looked like that. And he just looked and he didn't say nothing. So the man say, you go to Antioch? So he asked, what, Antioch Baptist Church? He said, he said no. He just said no, 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 like that. No. He just said no. And I was so surprised. I was so guilty. I so feel because this brother was a well-known brother. He's in the church. He's a big-time donor. He donates to God. He always playing. He always being a good brother. But he's always a good brother in the church. But he never, ever tried to win this person to Jesus. He didn't give him a lifeline. The man asked, what church you go to? And he didn't give him a lifeline. Because he looked at his outward. He didn't look at his heart. He looked at his outward. God don't judge man according to what we judge. He judged the man according to his heart. We judge the man according to his body. His body was tattooed. He was a smoker. He was a marijuana. He was smoking weed. He was doing all this wicked stuff. Cocaine. You can name it. Drug addict. He was a drug addict. And this man was a drug addict, but he needed Jesus. Just like we need Jesus. He really needed Jesus. And we didn't give him the lifeline. So brothers and sisters, we supposed to give people the lifeline. We supposed to give people. Dead men don't grab. Let me tell you. Dead men don't grab. And by the salvation of Jesus Christ that we are saved. Through faith. It's not ourselves, but it's the gift of God. It's not ourselves, brothers, but it's the gift of God. That at least any man boasts. Let me tell you, Jesus Christ came to save man from sin. So we must believe on Jesus only. Don't trust in our own righteousness. Don't trust in our own holiness, but trust in Jesus. We need not trust in our own self. We don't need to trust in our own righteousness, no holiness, nothing. Because dead men don't grab. Dead men don't grab. And by the salvation of God and by the holiness and by the power of Jesus Christ that we are saved through faith. Let me tell you with this title. Dead men don't grab. Dead men don't grab. Let me say it again. Dead men don't grab. Jesus Christ is the only one that saves us, not ourselves. Thank you. God bless you, everyone. And I want to say, dead men don't grab. Okay, bye.